Hello watch fans, and welcome to another watch review video. And today, as you can see, we're going to be taking a look at a few different smartwatches. Now, instead of doing each one individually, I thought I would show them all at the same time because they're running the same software. All these devices are running just simple Android Wear, which is the most popular of the smartwatch operating systems right now. We have the Moto 360 Generation 2. This is an aftermarket mesh band that I bought. We have the Asus Zenwatch version 2. Again, aftermarket band. And the one we'll kind of focus on, this is the Huawei smartwatch. The reason we're going to focus on it's because it has the most charge. The other twos are dead. Battery life on these guys, you're going to get a full day's worth of use. Even with a lot of use, I find that, just like my cell phone, I have to charge it about every day. The one thing about the Android Wear that you're going to find is it's basically just for notifications. As you use it, you're not going to be able to make phone calls from it, but you're going to be able to see who's calling. I'm going to try to get rid of some of this glare. Well, that's not going to work too well. Well, anyway, back to the watch face. When you get a notification, it's going to pop up on the bottom. It's going to give you all your information. Who's texting you, who's calling you. You can reply to texts via voice text. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to pick me up. Okay, Google. Text Mark. So then I could just simply tell it what to text and it would do it. And like any other Android Wear device, you've got a ton of customization. As you can see here, a ton of different watch faces preset in the watch. I've downloaded a bunch of the watch faces myself. The store for the watch faces is amazing. You've got a ton to choose from. I see a lot of videos online talking about the differences between the watches, this watch versus this watch. But really, like I said, because they're running the same operating system, I don't find that much difference in any of these watches, except for the aesthetics. You've got the 42 millimeter Huawei. Again, beautiful bright screen. You can see it in any kind of daylight. This is a more classic look. You've got quick pins in your straps to change it. I've got a new strap coming for this one, hopefully on Monday. Comes with a great leather band. The slightly bigger, as you can see, 46 millimeters compared to 42. But again, not a huge difference. But again, with the Moto 360, big, bright, beautiful screen, more round, classic look. The one thing about these two watches that is going to make it very different from the Asus watch's price point. These suckers are going to run you over $3. So depending on how you buy it, what strap you want to buy with it, you're at $299 and up for these guys. The Asus Zenwatch 2, for the money, is a great watch. This thing I think cost me $125, which is not bad, especially if you're just starting out in the smartwatch world. And it's a good looking watch. I got the kind of gunmetal design. It's got a slight curve to it. Very comfortable on the wrist. It came with a nice leather strap. Yeah, a little bit of rose gold pop on the pusher there. But for $125, it runs the exact same Android Wear as the other two watches. The only difference is, this screen resolution may not be as nice. But again, very, very pretty watch. It's the one that I would recommend going with if you're unsure about starting, a smartwatch collection. And really, you don't need more than one, but I've got a little bit of watch OCD. I like different things. I like different looks. That's why I download so many different watch faces. If you've seen my Instagram, you know I have a ton of pictures of the different watch faces and different styles that I put on there. So that's me personally. But you could buy this one watch, and that would be all you'd need for 2 years until the next generation came out. And besides the aesthetics and a couple little features, there's not much difference between these models and last year's models. On the Motorola 360, they did make the bands a little easier to switch out. They now give you two sizes, a 42 millimeter and a 46. Again, this is the 46. But other than that, not much has changed in the smartwatch world. These will work with any Android phone. I've got a Samsung Galaxy Note 5 that I use with it. And again, seeing it on the wrist, you can see, not too big, not too bulky. I'll put the Huawei watch on properly so you can get a very good idea. But this watch especially, because of its classic design, if you didn't know it was a smartwatch, you would just think it's an everyday watch. Until someone sees you sending a voice text, they're not going to realize what it is. So like I said, smartwatches may not be for everybody, but I think everybody should try one just to see what they're thinking. And also too, you've got a bunch of detailed specs that you can go into on these watches. I just wanted to give a quick overview so you could see them in person, get an idea of what they can and cannot do. If you really want to get into the technical stuff, you can go on YouTube and find a ton of videos that really dive into the processors, the speed. But like I said, I've had no issues with any of them. To me, they all three run pretty close to the same. It's just a matter of look and style and what you like. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, please just leave them at the bottom of the video. And other than that, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.